I hate videos. Now, you may be wondering, if I hate videos, what the heck am I doing here? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are in the world today. Can you please confirm that you can hear me? I will say hello. Hello to you, Raven. Raven is tuning in from Cape Town, South Africa. Thank you for being here. Hasnain says, amazing session. Hello, Hasnain. Thank you for tuning in. And hello to you, Whitney from Welker. She says she's tuning in from Sugarland, Texas. Awesome. And Karen says, good morning from the piney woods of East Texas, y'all. And thank you, Whitney and Karen, for letting me know that you can hear me. Good to have you here. And hello to you, Manal. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. And hi, Dave. Thank you. So, if you and I haven't met yet, my name is Ingor van Roy, and I'm known as the Networking Ninja. I am hired by entrepreneurs and manufacturers to help them develop a strategy to stand out and connect with their ideal community. How do I do that? Mainly through LinkedIn. So nice to see you and love seeing. I love seeing all the networking. So if you're in the comments, please connect with one another. Thank you, Dave. I love the networking. And Dave is on LinkedIn. Whitney, you're on YouTube. So Whitney says, hey, Dave. And hello to you, Sony, tuning in from India. Thank you for tuning in. I am under the weather, so please excuse my voice. It may not be super clear, but let me know, and I can always adjust. I'd like to begin the session. This is our final session. Can you believe it? But before we begin, thank you to our friends at M&I for putting on this amazing month-long event called M&I University that allows manufacturers to level up for free. If you haven't checked out their website yet, I'm going to post it on my screen so that you can. Please check out their website. There are still a few sessions that will be running for the rest of this month, which is only 5 days left. So I think mine is the only session today, but there are sessions tomorrow, Friday, and Monday. So please do check it out. This is an amazing opportunity to learn from leaders in the industry. And by the way, there are also recordings on the site. So if you missed a session, please do check out the replay. The recordings are available on the site. And I will say the same for my session as well. If it's not up yet, I haven't checked this morning, but if it's not up yet, please do go back and check them out. The previous sessions, this is a 4-part series that I've been doing, and the previous sessions 1 to 3 should be available shortly for your perusal. Let me check the comments quickly and we'll jump right in. Oh, Dave says, "Hey, Whitney." We'll jump right in. Here we go. So, welcome to the M&I University course called Leveraging LinkedIn. And I am the networking ninja presenting this to you. Let's go for some introductions. If you and I have not met yet, please drop a comment and let me and my community know who you are, what you do, um, and let's go from there. So for me, there are so many things that make me who I am. All of these that I've listed is really not everything, believe it or not. I'm a wife, a mom of three girls, a lover of people, an entrepreneur. I've already told you that I'm known as a networking ninja. I am the CEO and founder of my own company. But the most important thing that you need to know is that I am a LinkedIn enthusiast. Um, Karen says, define meet. Um, I just mean if we haven't had an introduction to each other, drop a comment, let people know who you are, what you do. You never know what kind of connections you can make, even through this live stream. Um, so, what to expect from these sessions? Session one, or day one, was on October 5th, and we spoke about the introduction, and I shared why it's important for you as a manufacturer to be on LinkedIn. Day two, we spoke about the foundation, the getting started of LinkedIn, as well as connecting with others. Last week was day three on October 19th, and we spoke about communicating on LinkedIn. And today is day four, it's the final session, and we're talking about collaborating on LinkedIn. So I love Whitney posted here. She says, Walker manufactures sampling and odorization equipment for the oil and gas industry. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know. And she also said, I'm Walker's marketing communications specialist. I write content and manage our social media channels. I'm also a wife, mom, ADHDer, cat person, book lover, and govern nerd. Whitney, please put your full name into the comments as well, because we so that people can connect with you on LinkedIn if they like. But definitely connect with with Whitney. She is amazing. Again, again, if you are in the comments and you haven't met the majority of the people on here, drop a comment. Let them know what you do and who you are, and they can definitely connect with you. You never know what kind of business you or friendships you can build through this live stream. Um, One thing, if LinkedIn is acting up, please check out my YouTube channel. I will share the link with you. I'll share the link with you so that you can hop over to YouTube instead of LinkedIn if LinkedIn is behaving terribly. Um, I'm just grabbing the link and I'll share it shortly. Again, if you're watching live, please, 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 definitely let
Again,
us
if you're
know.
watching live,
Let us know and drop a comment so that people are aware of what you do, and they can connect with you if connecting is fine. I'm just going to go to this tab. Give me 1 second. I want to drop the link, the YouTube link, so that people can connect and go over to YouTube instead. If LinkedIn is acting up. Okay. So I've let me have a look. Whitney says, good call. She's Whitney Koch. And thank you, Whitney. I didn't see that you dropped the link. So awesome. Yes, if you need the YouTube link, please pop over to YouTube. And I love to see the networking happening in the comments. So thank you. Okay, guys, let's move along and start the session. Yeah. Dave also says that he had to jump on YouTube. LinkedIn was fine for the first few minutes, but then problems. Yeah. I'm not certain what is happening with LinkedIn, but there have been some issues with LinkedIn Live. Um, Moving along, collaboration on LinkedIn. So, why do you think we should collaborate on LinkedIn? Please drop me a comment and let me know what your take is on that. It's so it collaboration is key regardless of the platform you're using. But let me know, why do you think we should collaborate on LinkedIn? Alice found Wonderland. Karen is now on YouTube as well. She says, I connect geeky techs and non technical folks of my company and act as a translator between the two groups so we can maximize the functionality of our systems. I love that. I love that, Karen. That's awesome. Whitney says that LinkedIn is being so crazy. I watched Kurt and Damon's live on Monday without issue. So I was hoping we were over all the glitches. Yeah, it's up and down, to be honest with you, Whitney. And hello, Dave. Dave says, I'm Dave with the Chrysler Club. We help operations leaders create systems that free them to focus on driving growth and operating with excellence. And I love what Karen says. She says she's a van enthusiast and a dog mom to three amazing fur babies. Awesome. Whitney says LinkedIn is a great place to connect and collaborate. You can find so many people in your niche to learn from, as well as outside your niche. I will encourage you, most of us go there laser focused, and we think that we can only really learn from the people in our niche. But to be honest with you, outside of your niche, there's a whole wealth of information. And I would definitely encourage you to venture outside of it. You never know what may pique your interest. So, thank you, Whitney. Let's have a look at the next slide. So, if you know me, you know that I love quotes. And I'd like to highlight this one, which is from Helen Keller, and she says, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Right? That's part of why we should definitely collaborate on LinkedIn. So here are my reasons that I've outlined for you. So collaborating on LinkedIn builds relationships. It also helps us solve problems. So it's amazing to see what kind of problem you can solve just by talking to someone. Um, so many of you that are in the comments and others I've collaborated with, I've had a chat with because I'm frustrated with something, or I don't tell you, but through the conversation, I get an epiphany maybe. So, definitely collaborating helps us solve problems. It also helps us to expand our knowledge, to learn. When you are exposed to different people with different ideas, it also exposes you to different things so that you can learn and grow as a person. Another reason is it boosts your morale. To collaborate, collaboration is a positive step, right? So when you actually engage in positivity, that will boost your morale. Another one is to become a better version of yourself. If you think about it, when you collaborate with someone, they enhance what you already have by teaching you something different or you learning something different through them, right? And if you know me, you'll know that I am an advocate for Ubuntu, which means I am because we are. And I believe that I am better because of everyone that I have encountered in my life, as well as the experiences that I've had. Whitney says, boosting your morale is a benefit you don't hear much about. It's a great motivator for your career and personal life. Yes, it certainly is. I love like if you go through my feed, you'll see that I do a lot of collaboration and highlighting of my peers on LinkedIn. And the reason is because it just warms my heart. And also it can warm theirs too. So why not? Um, Here's another quote. It's by Ian Somerhalder, and he says, collaboration, the ultimate intertwining of skills, passions, and knowledge, is what concocts the most shatterproof forms of change making, right? That is so, so, so important. So let's have a look at the next slide. So, how do we collaborate? Can you drop me a comment and let me know if you have any ideas on how to go about doing that on LinkedIn? Please let me know. How do you think is a good way to go about doing that? There are different avenues that we can take, and I will walk you through a process that I believe is a good way to go about doing it. And I will say, by no means is what I'm teaching you the law. You can take what I'm teaching and you can adjust it according to what you are comfortable with. So I love what David says. He says, attending live streams and engaging with others in the comments. Yes, that is awesome because what you're doing is you're supporting the live streamer and you're meeting other people, you're chatting with friends, right? If you've watched my live stream on a Friday, you will know that's what it's all about, community. I love people and I that's why I do it. um, Dave also says finding relevant posts and adding your insights to start a conversation. Yes, love it. So let me show you what I have laid out for you. Oh, before we go, let's have a look. Whitney also made a comment. She says building relationships and the KLT factor. So if you don't know what the KLT factor is, it is know, like, and trust. Know with a K. So KLT factor can lead to great opportunities off the platform too. Yes, I love it. And you build those relationships by engaging on content, posts, and lives, and commenting. Exactly. Exactly. So let me walk you through quickly how I go about doing it. Firstly, it's important to identify the goal. So, is it your goal to highlight someone? Is it your goal to build a relationship? This There are different reasons why we would collaborate, but first identify the goal. Next is, of course, decide who to collaborate with. So have a look and decide who it is that you should collaborate with. And it may sound terrible, but collaboration can also be strategic. If you have a look at history, just go on YouTube and type Mariah Carey collaborations. If you have a look at that, we all know the genre that Mariah Carey sings in, right? But if you look at the people that she's collaborated with, she has collaborated with so many different people in so many different genres. And what happens? Has anyone ever thought of that? Like, what do you think happens when she collaborates with those different artists in different genres? Can you let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll share with you what I believe happens. So just go on YouTube, type in Mariah Carey um, collaborations, and have a look at those collaborations that she's had. Let me know if you have an idea of what happens when she does that. Drop me a comment, but I'll keep moving. So first is identify the goal. Second is decide who to collaborate with. Third is define the roles and responsibilities. So it's always important to define what the expectation is. uh, Excuse me, I will be muting myself periodically because I'm coughing. Um, I love, here we go. Uh, Alice Found Wonderland, or Karen says, when Mariah Carey collaborates with others, it gives her exposure to other audiences. And what it does is it grows her audience, which is so awesome. Whitney, you're making me laugh. She says, it could be magic or disaster. Yes, it could be magic or disaster. And the only way you're gonna find out if it was a good collaboration is really by trying. We cannot uh, get any kind of result without doing something. Um, I love. She says there's crossover to other genres. Yes. So if you listen to those songs that she's done with other artists in other genres, she actually takes on a bit of that genre, and there's a marriage between hers and theirs. And yes, she does grow her audience. That's why she became so popular, because she tapped into different genres. It's actually a beautiful accident, I think, to be honest with you. So, identify your goals, um, decide who to collaborate with, and then define the roles and responsibilities. Number four is establish the rules. Establish how you want to go about doing it, and then define the commitment. So if it's going to be a once off, if it's going to be for a month, whatever you like, and then communicate with each other. There needs to be communication if you decide to collaborate. If you know me, you'll know that I speak about connecting, communicating, and collaborating in order to build community. So, communication is very, very important. And then, if it is through content, you need to mention your connection and also use relevant hashtags. So, hashtags that are relevant to you as well as to them. Um, that is part of the collaboration. And here are some examples that I've come across on LinkedIn where people are collaborating with each other. So, the person on with a bottle of wine in his hand is known as the Drunken Grape. And he featured his connection, which is Reggie Waterman, on his show. So he had it was a live show that goes live on YouTube, and then it also they do it they it translates to a podcast as well as they put it on LinkedIn as well. But if you have a look at the post, it's actually a post by Reggie Waterman, and what that does is, you know, Rob Statham, who is the host, hosted Reggie Waterman on his show, and then Reggie Waterman posted about it. So then Rob gained exposure to Reggie's audience as well. Um, it's a very strategic move, but it works and it helps people grow as well. And then I have a friend, her name is Angela Thurman. Um, every Friday, she does a Friday feature where she posts. This is her post. That's it. It's for my Friday feature year of some fantastic folks to follow, and she just tags a few people, and that allows her friends, the people that she highlights, to gain exposure to her audience, right? And here is a friend of mine. This is Osama. He is the one on the with Under the Duck. He's the host of the show, and he is interviewing a friend and connection of his from LinkedIn, who is Chris Postel, and Chris is his guest. He's interviewing him. Um, So it was live on LinkedIn, YouTube, and I think Twitch. But what that does is it allows Chris to be able to tap into Usama's audience. Okay. I think that's all that I'm going to teach you today. So I just wanted, my main point was to show you how easy it is to collaborate. Does anybody have any questions? Please let me know. Any questions from you all? I can see there are 4 people watching on YouTube. Any questions? If not, I'll move on to your homework. Let me know, guys. While we wait for you to drop any questions that you have, I will play my intro video for you one more time. I hate videos. Now, you may be wondering, if I hate videos, what the heck am I doing here? I'll just have a look at the comments quickly. Um, okay. So Whitney actually had a comment. She says, I love the idea of highlighting connections as a way to collaborate. Yes. Whitney, that's why one of the reasons why um I host my show. It's a way for me to collaborate with others. It's also one of the reasons why I do Wonder Women Wednesday. I want to highlight women because most of the time we don't talk about the things that we do. We don't talk about the way that we impact others. Um, so that is one of the reasons why I want to be able to highlight you. Um, Here's a question from Whitney. She says, what do you think is more effective? Highlighting one person at a time or multiple people, like in your example from Angela? It depends on how in depth uh, you want to go. I will give you one tip. If you're going to tag somebody in a post, especially the post and not the comments, the main thing is that you need to let that person know that they're going to be in your post, because if they don't support your post, LinkedIn actually doesn't push it to other people. So you'll notice that your views will go down, that your post will not be seen by as many people as if you let them know and they support the post. Um, and it really is important for me. I believe if I'm gonna tag anybody, I do that. But if I'm gonna tag multiple people, I would rather do it in the comments than in the post itself. Um, but it's up to you really whether you highlight one person or multiple people. That's and the thing is, like I said, you'll never know the result until you try. So try, and if it doesn't work out, you can always adjust. uh, Karen says, how do you get over your hesitation to comment when everything has already been said? Fear of sounding unoriginal and like a parrot. Ah. um to be honest with you, if I cannot add value, I try not to comment on a post. If other people have said it, but one thing that I will suggest with regards to this is, um, don't read other people's comments. Just make your own. Because really, truly, somebody else's comment has nothing to do with you. Just make your post, make your comment, and move along. Um, it's really about supporting the other person, and try not to worry about others. Karen also says, I would say one at a time. It gives you an opportunity to highlight their awesome features. Um, yes, that is a good point. But sometimes people don't have the time that it takes to do that. That's why somebody like Angela will highlight a few people at once. It's less time, but it um, allows her to also shout out awesome people. Whitney says, that is interesting. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, my pleasure. And she says, I agree with you, Karen. I like the idea of one at a time to go more in depth on that person. Whitney, what you do with welcome rights, that is something awesome. That is one of the reasons why you and I are friends, actually. I love that. And I learned that about you. When I learned that about you, I really loved that because um, it's so important to highlight, especially the ones that won't speak about what they do, right? Uh, Dave says you have your own voice even if you're saying something similar. Exactly. Exactly. You're welcome, Karen. Yes, I agree. And Whitney says it's really fun to interview my coworkers and write their story. Yes, it is. And you can actually repurpose that content, by the way, even on your own page if you wanted to. So if you guys don't have any more questions, do you want to move on to the homework? I'll move on to the homework. Let's go. Your homework is have fun with it. That is the most important because if you're not enjoying it, why are you doing it? So I hope I've been able to impart a little bit of my knowledge and my love for LinkedIn over to you. That is what this series has been about for me. Um, Once again, I'd love to acknowledge our awesome friends at M&I. Thank you guys so much for creating this opportunity for us to help others level up and do it for free. This is such a key factor because there are so many people who don't have the funds to be able to go to university or to learn from others. So this is amazing that you've made this available to others for free. And if you haven't yet checked out M&I University, here is their website. These My previous sessions, as well as this one, will be available on their website. And there are still a few courses coming up that you can register for and attend if you wish to. Please definitely go over, check out the website, and check out the different content that's available to you to help you to level up. Because in this life, if you're not growing, you're dying. So it is so important to grow and to become a better version of yourself. Thank you to everyone who has attended. Um, Always awesome, awesome to be able to show up and share my knowledge. David says, thanks again, Inga. Awesome information. My pleasure, Dave. You're doing great, by the way. I love seeing what you're doing now, too, like moving forward with the panels that you suggested. So, this is amazing. And Karen, she says, thank you, Inga and Em and I. I've enjoyed it so much. It's my pleasure, Karen. Thank you. And let's get on a call soon so we can get to know each other. Um, Whitney says, loved your sessions. Thanks so much for leading these courses and sharing your knowledge and experiences. It's my pleasure. If you have any questions, definitely reach out. Let's collaborate. And looking forward to seeing you all again. Until next time, take care, be blessed, and I'll see you soon. Ciao for now. I saw your comment, Karen, by the way. So, yes, let's have a call. Just quickly, bye, everyone. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye now. And the rest of Manufacturing Month, of course. Take care. Bye.